Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing various series videos I've been doing for the while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know, all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited for this one. Hopefully it doesn't let me down. But we'll get to that. Folks, it is a super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I got the grody work clothes on, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That's definitely the case today. I got out of work. We went over there. We had to do a little meeting thing after work, so we got out, about a half hour late. And I got out of there, man, and I was like, I need to stop off, man. I need to chill out, So I went over there, hit up a Speedway by my house, and I'm going around. I was just, going to pick up a few things. The time I'm doing this, they actually have a deal at the good old Speedway where you can go over there and you can get yourself a buy one, get one free Mountain Dew as long as you have a Speedway card. Guess who has a Speedway card? But this is Mountain Dew related. But no, so I was going around, I'm looking for stuff, and I saw an item that I had not seen before, but it got me excited. So, what am I trying for you folks? What are we doing here? Boom, it's Funyuns, but it's not just any Funyuns. They're new Funyuns. They're spicy queso Funyuns. Can we get anything? Ha 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 ha. Sure, why not? I love Funyuns. Those of you who watch my channel for a while might be surprised because I'm not a big onion person. But these aren't onions. They're Funyuns. That's the best part about it. They're fun. It's right in the title. No, I love Funyuns, man. Like, they're a favorite snack of mine. In fact, I will fully admit this. Back in my high school days, I think my sophomore year of high school, I had a bag of Funyuns. I was on the bus, school bus. I was going from one school to another because we had to take our auto shop class at a different school at that point because they were doing renovations and stuff. And whilst on the way to said location, I dropped a Funyun on the floor of the school bus. And you better believe I picked that thing up and fucking ate it. Because it was like, I am not wasting a Funyun. So when I saw they had spicy queso Funyuns, I'm like, oh boy. I don't actually like the flaming hot ones, though. I think it takes away too much from the onion. But anyway, it's got a deliciously different snack that's spicy fun. Finally, the zesty taste of Funyuns. Onions flavored rings, even known as bold, has met its match. Sure, why the fuck not? Let's try some Funyuns. Funyuns. Love some Funyuns. Can we get maybe I'll get a better thing. From the thing. Maybe? No, that doesn't look very good at all. Why did you lie to me, Funyun bag? Ha 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 ha. Nah, man. Let's just eat a damn Funyun. Alright. Well, that's not as good as I was expecting. For one thing, calling it spicy is being a little generous. There's a little tingle. Tingle you would probably get a similar sensation of it. Just a day with a gentle breeze that just happens to go across you. Like, that's about the level of sensation I'm getting from the spicy queso. There ain't a lot of spice here. Which could be forgiven if, at the very least, it had a nice queso flavor. It doesn't. It's there but it's honestly pretty minimal. Now, that could be somewhat forgiven if it at least still retained its delicious Funyun flavor. It doesn't. This is a combination where they tried to put three things together and none of them worked very well. It's not spicy. There's a queso flavor to an extent, but it's really pretty weak in my opinion. And then all of that is overriding the normal delicious Funyun taste. So I don't know if this is just a circumstance where it's like these flavors didn't mesh well properly. Maybe I got a funky bag or something. I don't know. Because it sounds like it should work. It's not like they come out with different Funyuns all that often. It's pretty damn rare when you get like a development in the Funyun verse. So I was really hoping that this would be good. I mean, I'm not going to say that there's nothing to them. Like I said, there was a little bit of a queso kick, but it's just, wow, man. I was expecting, like, on the flavor table, I was expecting, like, an 8.5. Let's take Funyuns. Funyuns are already super good and flavorful. Jack it up with some spicy queso. Boom, 8.5 easy. These are like a 5.2. They're less than normal Funyuns. That sucks. Man, and these are from Frito-Lay. What are you doing, Frito? You know how to do this stuff. You're fucking Fritos. Fritos are fantastic. Okay. I mean, I guess maybe it's just the format. Maybe it's just, this is why you don't fuck with Funyuns, because Funyuns just work as Funyuns. But I feel like this should have worked. I don't know. Maybe they just need to find a better pairing. Because it's just, I mean, the more I think about it, it's like, well, when you think of queso, do you think of onions? No, of course, Funyuns are, a little bit different, obviously, but, like, maybe it's just a thing where it didn't mesh that well. Yeah. I mean, two questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? Sadly, no, and I'm going to go with no for me. For me personally, I'm super let down by these. I mean, they're not a horrible snack or anything, but it's like, I don't even like them as much as normal Funyuns, and I really like normal Funyuns. The queso aspect let me down. The spice definitely let me down. I mean, there's a little warmth in your mouth, but it's calling it spicy again. I think it's overly generous. Yeah, it didn't bring the flavor for me. And if I'm recommending it to other people, I mean, here's the thing: it's a new item. Give it a shot, and maybe it'll work better for you. If it does, hit me up in the comments. Be like, Brandon, you're a fuck-nut crazy person. You need to get your tongue dissected and looked at by science because apparently you have no taste buds. Fair enough. Maybe that's the case. But, I mean, I still like normal Funyuns a lot. And I just feel like these should have been, an evolution of those. You already, think of it like an Eevee, right, from Pokemon. You've got the basic Eevee. That's like the basic Funyuns. It's adorable. It makes for a good plush. It's fantastic. Then you go over there, you got the Flamin' Hot ones. Well, now you got your Flareon, right? Okay, you good. I guess these would be like the Jolteon, but if the Jolteon was super lame. This is less a thing of Jolteon and more just you took an Eevee and you just took a normal rock and put it to it. And Eevees are so fucked up anyway, it probably would try to evolve into something anyway, but instead it was just and it just, kind of crapped out. Yeah, I don't think these are all that good. They're not horrible or anything. They don't taste bad, but they just don't pack in the flavor. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here then. Have a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental month, spendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly proper Funyun-tastic rest of your life. Because it just doesn't seem like we can go over there and have the Funyuns with anything else. And maybe that's okay. Maybe Funyuns just need to be their own thing. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do all the time? I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you can do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it, I'm out there with you in it. It can suck, man, especially when you're being disappointed by Funyuns. That should never be a sentence. You should never be disappointed by Funyuns. You should always just have those expectations met and exceeded by Funyuns. But it's important, even when we're let down by Funyuns, that we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try out some Queso Funyuns, and again, maybe you're going to be like, Brandon, you're fucking insane. So then I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to be like, all right, maybe I am insane. So I'm going to go over there, I'm going to go talk to a therapist, and the therapist is like, yeah, no, you're fucking crazy. I'd be like, damn, I didn't even realize. So then it's like, I'm going through all the therapy and the thing and everything, start making some progress, and then it's like, maybe a couple years go by, and now I'm out back in the world, got a great relationship, and, it fades out, years into the future where I'm old and I'm on my deathbed. And then it reels back, and it turns out that it was just the dream of some autistic kid. And if you get that reference, you gots to be old. But anyway, or I guess just into really obscure fucking medical drama stuff. Was it a drama or like a sitcom? I couldn't even tell you. I never watched it. I just know it because of its infamy. Or conversely, go watch a better show than that. How is that an ending to a show? People bitch about like the Seinfeld ending. No. And to be honest, if Seinfeld had gone over there and fucking, like, let's say it just reeled back and it turned out that the whole thing of Seinfeld was like, just like some weird concoction, some weird fever dream that Kramer had in his fucking head, and like none of it was real, Jerry didn't live next door and that whole thing, that would have been a fucking episode. That would have been a way to end things. Bye.